Hi Scorpios, welcome to your weekly read. I'm going to be giving you messages for your sign. Those of you born October 23rd through November 21st. For the week of June 25th through July 1st. I feel like there's like a lot of good energy here surrounding you, Scorpios. Okay, let's get into your reading. I just heard something about hate crimes. I just heard hate crimes. The hell? So that can have everything to do with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Unrequited love, escapism, lies, poor personal boundaries. The Hierophant. The Two of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Hate crimes. I'm getting like you could not be feeling the love in your current environment. At work, not home life, but like outside of the home life, like at work or just out and about. When it comes, like when you're in contact with certain people, or when you're at school. It's wanting, you feel like, wow, you could be thinking about like changing jobs or getting a new job because of this. But it's like with the Seven of Pentacles, you've already invested literally a lot into this job, into this career that you have, into this position that you play. But I feel like you're being discriminated against. That's what they're telling me. Like you definitely think about sometimes like withdrawing from, or you know, putting in your 2 weeks notice. For sure. Or it could be like you don't want to go back to a job where you felt like there was hate, like hate crime or like discrimination against you. You could probably wish that you were like a different ethnicity. Or you could, with the Queen of Wands, you could also feel like you were more confident, more liked by people. More like not too personal with other people, but like you wish you had the skill to keep it professional with people, like have those firm boundaries with others. Because those who discriminate against you make you feel very lonely, very isolated, very paranoid. You feel like you always have to watch your back. You feel like you can't, you know, you're not safe around anyone. You really can't trust anyone. And you really feel paralyzed by fear of how other people perceive you, or what they want to do to you, or what they're, you know, how they're treating you. You're very fearful of the people around you. And it could result into being antisocial. But I'm not getting that. I feel like you're someone who speaks, but I feel like you're someone who speaks up for yourself. Or you're someone who like just smiles a lot, or just has a lot to say, and you're not going to not say something if you see something wrong. And this could make other people discriminate toward against you, because you're kind of like ratting them out. We have the Justice card. You're gonna receive justice, you know, from any situation that you're in regarding discrimination or hate from people or a group of people or a person. You're gonna receive justice. Like everything, every time. Say if you're like reporting something, like something inappropriate, you're going to, it's going to go in your favor every time. You're going to get justice every time, and they will suffer the consequences, because it's like a cause and effect. Like you can't expect someone that you're discriminated against not to say something or report you. Like you have to deal with your consequences. They have to. I feel like you also see this as like you're charging it to the game of life. Like you see it, you don't let it weigh you down all too much. It weighs you down, but not too much. Like you just write it off as like a life lesson, or you know, like you have to do something about it, because you have to kind of like complete the story. You can't just do anything. With the Six of Wands in reverse, I'm sorry to tell you, but like you would think that reporting something like discrimination or hate against, you know, those of them who are completing this act toward you, you would think that you would get picked up and moved to a different position or a different department. I don't see that happening for you necessarily. I don't see that happening, like you're gonna get picked up and moved to a different department. They might, but I don't see you going anywhere or moving from where you are. They might move them, but you're staying put. And this may be something that you don't like. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the King of Wands. I do feel like with the King of Wands, you're someone who other people look up to. You're inspiration to others because you stand up for yourself. I feel like people see you as someone who is confident by standing up for yourself, and someone not to play with. You could have fire in your chart, Aries in your chart. I also get with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you could fear losing your job. For those of you who don't say anything, which I feel like is a small number of you who don't say anything, you could not say anything because you fear losing your job, a financial disaster, a huge loss. Like you don't know what to expect of saying something about it. And I feel like you kind of take the high road and kind of like forgive this person. Maybe you all talk it out, and that's you taking back your power, taking control of the situation by speaking to these people who are kind of discriminated against you. You're taking your power back by forgiving them and letting them know that, you know, I hear you, I see you, I know what you're doing, but I forgive you. And we all know someone who does that, you're definitely, that's psychology, right? You're mind fucking them. So that can be seen as very like someone who takes control, takes power back over their lives, someone who's in charge, someone who's like looked up to as like a real authoritative figure, someone people can trust. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, okay, I got it now. It's like when it comes down to it, you feel like you'll quit anyways. Like when it comes down to it, you'll just quit. But I feel like you find, like for those of you who don't say anything and choose to like confront these people and not report them, I feel like you feel like you gain like some ultra like sense of record, like you feel very, very, very good. Like I'm getting like a energy of recognition, people noticing you, like you feel very, very good about yourself. Like you feel so good about yourself that you did that. I'm not taking all these, that's too many cards. Like you feel very good about yourself. You might end up why did I get that with these cards? Like you feel so good about yourself. You might fuck around and like, you know, start a new beginning, maybe diving into a new idea of being a motivational speaker, you know, someone who shares your story to the world, someone who writes a book, someone who just starts like a new passionate beginning, finds a new job. Actually, this may like take the time to pursue what it is that you actually want to do. This encounter and you confronting these people may have pushed you into your very purpose, with changing your destiny, changing your karma, changing, you know, the fate and the luck of your life, changing your fortune and all of that, and putting it to rest, transforming spiritually, transforming and you know, career wise, letting go of that and becoming a better person, the better version of yourself, and running into the love of your life, like a partnership. Or you may feel so good about yourself, like, you know, you quit this job. I'm not saying to do that, but like, you know, wherever the energy takes you. I'm not recommending you do this, but this is just what I'm feeling, because this shit real life happens to people. They stand up for themselves, they confront their bully, and they end up fucking changing their whole life. You know what I'm saying? They feel so good about themselves. They, you know, you actually feel like you accomplished something. You fucking quit your job. You pursue that fucking passion, dream that you've always wanted to fucking pursue. You change your whole life around. Spiritually you transform, physically you transform, emotionally, like financially you transform your life, and then you fucking meet the love of your life. Like your whole fucking life changes. So, you know, don't knock it. You know, this actually happens to people, and there are how many people on this earth? Billions of people on this earth who have the same story. You get what I'm saying? This could be happening, or this has the potential to happen to the next person like tomorrow. So you just never know. Like nothing is impossible, and if I'm getting this as a message, then it is what it is. So, you know, you fucking meet the love of your life, and this could be like a past person. You may feel so good about yourself, you may hit someone up from your past, offer them love, get into like a partnership, a romantic relationship with them, even marriage with them. and literally release release any like addictions, release yourself from bondage, release yourself from being not feeling unconfident, release yourself from believing that you're unattractive, release yourself from all that heavy shit that you felt at that job. Like you could have been feeling like you were unattractive, you could have been feeling like you weren't confident, you could have been feeling like you weren't good enough. All that shit changes. Literally, you release yourself from that ideology, from that mindset, and you rock it out how you do. Yeah, the Devil card in reverse, excessive ambition. Like you have like I'm not gonna say an overload of like ambition. I'm just gonna say you're vibrating high as hell. And this is probably something that you've never even thought that you would do, but that day you had the courage that day to do it. You shine as bright as the Empress. That day you had that motherfucking courage to stand up for yourself and do what you felt like you needed to do. Yeah, I'm getting like back then. I just got back then, but then my mind goes to back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. But like back then, like you felt like you lacked stability, you lacked independence. I feel like looking like futurely, looking back, you feel like you were investing into the wrong thing. You weren't really going down the right path that you were destined to go down before you made that decision. I feel like you had like a lot of like devil energy around you. Like you could have been very greedy before making this decision. You could have lacked motivation, you could have lacked ambition, and you could have lacked direction as well too. You lacked direction. Okay, but everything is going to change for you. There's success in your future. There's a lot of achievement in your future, and it doesn't like that achievement. I see that as an achievement. You confronting your bully, standing up to them, and moving forward with your life. I see that as a fucking achievement. And there'll be more of achievements, whether if it's like that or, you know, actual achievements where you hit a goal. Not saying that isn't an actual achievement, but like just achievements in general that you come across. You're gonna feel like very, very accomplished. Your whole life is gonna change. Like, and you're also, it's gonna be a sense of like completion after you make this decision. Yeah, you could have been around people who were very hostile, who weren't as smart as you, who lacked ideas, who felt like, you know, who didn't think of themselves highly, who were very stubborn, who were very like rigid, who were very competitive with you. This is all in the workplace. Who were refusing to like kind of like meet you halfway. You were around people like that, who were very greedy as well, and possessive, who held on to things that they needed to let go of, and who were very arrogant. Oh my God. Very arrogant. And didn't have like a, wow, all these reversals. and who didn't have like a didn't have a direction with the Five of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They could you were around people who spent recklessly, who either lacked opportunities or lost opportunities because of their behavior. But you feel like this is something that you've escaped from. You've taken control back over your life. People who couldn't even pay their bills on time. People who have debts, money problems, who were selfish and stingy and miserable. Like, what the fuck? That is ugly. Like, people who you were around in your environment were ugly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you're definitely going to be moving on to better things. Bigger and better things. Ugh. Okay, Scorpio, if you resonated with this reading any type of way, or if you feel inspired, what I'm saying, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. If you want to, hit the notification bell button to get notified when I post another video, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.